Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to more CSGO news. A bit of sad news this morning strikes us all in the CSGO community, guys, as now the longest lasting roster, formerly that being the Virtus.pro roster, has now seemingly officially disbanded. If you guys have not heard, initially announced this morning by Virtus.pro themselves, guys, the entire roster will cease competition for the remainder of this year, which pretty much means there should be roster changes coming sometime soon, as they prelude to in the coming weeks. They actually ask us all to respect as they evaluate their future, and alongside that, quote unquote, guys, their long-term plan for this team is to base the team around the younger players of the squad. So it pretty much does foreshadow to, of course, the retirement or the leaving of the team from both Neo and Pasha, which does remain true, guys. The former longest reigning team in CSGO history, the former Virtus.pro roster, will now officially be parting ways once these two do leave the organization. If they do, which it does seem very plausible, as of right now, we have Pasha, of course, tweeting out about things about this as well. It does seem he'll remain in esports, whether on a team, whether as potentially an analyst or going to some events, whether as what we all want out there, a full-time streamer. It does seem very likely this once Virtus.pro roster, guys, will officially be done. They will retain, though, the younger talent there. I assume Snatchy and Mihu will stay on that roster, and they're kind of hopefully trying to build around them. I don't know about Morels, if he'll stay as well, but definitely some young potential on this Polish team, and we certainly saw this coming for quite some time now. I mean, now let's not sit here and lie, right? The team was not doing well whatsoever. You look at the past 18 months, they did not win a single event in 18 months. Alongside that, throughout all of 2018, guys, they did not even place top 10 at a premier event. Not even top 10. That means not even making out of group stages at any single premier event, which is, it's pretty amazing these guys were actually able to stay on this team for as long as they did, and I honestly really respect that in Virtus.pro. They showed these guys the respect they really deserved from what these guys gave Virtus.pro over the past 5 years. They certainly deserve to stick around on this roster as long as they did, but I do respect Virtus.pro for keeping these guys as certainly as long as they did on top of that. So unfortunately enough, guys, the team will probably disband or at least do some hefty changes. I don't expect a full disbandment because they seem pretty preemptive on actually continuing their CSGO career or roster sometime in 2019, but around younger players instead. Now the real question is, what will Pasha do? What will Neo do? As we assume they will be leaving that roster. But let's not pretend to be surprised here that, this was really foreshadowed for quite some time. Pasha himself had several tweets, I would say close to 10 tweets about the future not being so bright for this team. And I think the final straw in this, guys, if you take away Blast Pro Istanbul, where they placed 5th of 6 teams, and they did so only winning one map, you take away that victory, the facts I gave you guys, not a single victory in 18 months in terms of a premier or major event or any large event whatsoever above $100,000 prize pool, and a not top 10 finish any premier event all 2018. And now, of course, guys, they also got relegated from ESL Pro League. I think that was the final straw on the camel's back. It does seem Virtus.pro is done for now, and we should have a brand new Virtus.pro roster by the start of 2019. As sad as it sounds, I'm excited to see where these guys go and especially what they can do. But also in staggering CSGO news out there, and huge thanks to Raffle Monster, a very well-known CSGO trader in the scene. I'll link his Twitter down below if you guys want to follow him for all these details. He gave me some information on this news story out there, as we now have, guys, the #1 ever VAC banned account in terms of value of their inventory in CSGO history has now been VAC banned across a couple of accounts. Now, to give you guys more details, it was actually a couple days ago we had surfaced a trader out there with an account valued around $200,000 was VAC banned. Now, that definitely ranks as probably a top 3, if not a top 2 all time in terms of value for inventories banned, but no relevance at all because just a day later, one of the largest Chinese traders had both of his accounts VAC banned, guys. I have details about exactly how it, or alleged rumors as to how that was, but in terms of value, as of right now, the initial estimates were 300,000, then 400,000, and it does seem, as of right now, according to Raffle Monster, this brand new estimate does place these two accounts combined at $700,000 plus in CSGO items. Like, what? I don't know why. Whenever we have these kind of stories, it always takes like a second to click about how much money that truly is. $700,000 in pixels. I mean, you got to imagine how much this guy has in real cash on him on hand. It's absolutely outstanding. Alongside that, according to Raffle Monster, guys, I'll show you guys, of course, his inventory so far on screen. It's immaculate. It's the inventory that everyone wishes they had. They have dreams about sometimes, when they have those really weird dreams about video games they've been playing way too much of. This is definitely an inventory you dream of. Alongside that, thanks to Raffle Monster, guys, his M4A4 HAL with 4 times iBuyPower hollows, he paid $51,000 for that. And even more so, guys, his AK-47 case hardened with 4 times Titan hollows, he paid $59,000 for that. So definitely a well-known trader out there, guys, and definitely a wealthy trader. And now both of his accounts combined, $700,000 estimate inventory-wise, has now been VAC banned. Will he be unVAC banned? I don't know. The rumors right now, according to Raffle Monster, apparently he was actually account sharing with a couple of their buddies out there. One of his buddies apparently got the account VAC banned, which you can imagine, right? You give your account with a couple $100,000 in skins to your friend Bill. Bill decides to cheat with all those fancy skins. I'd be pretty dang mad at Bill right now. But you combine those 2 accounts, guys, or these 3 accounts, really, because this primary one, $700,000, was across 2 accounts VAC banned. The one a couple days ago, around $200,000. We are nearing $1 million total in skins banned, and some stickers that are already pretty valuable out there. So all you guys who somehow, I don't know if I have any really wealthy viewers out there, if you guys did own iBuyPower or Titan Hollows out there, they should be upped in value because a lot of them are now off the market. It's just incredible to see how much money there is out there still in CSGO, even when there's like only VGO gambling. But thanks again to Raffle Monster, guys. Huge thanks for all the information out there. It's just crazy to see that people are so rich. And also, very last thing in CSGO news, guys, I'll be back here tomorrow as well because we do have the closed qualifiers for the minors going on. We've already solidified a few of those teams. I'm going to cover them all tomorrow because we do have a few shocks so far. One of them being unfortunate for Luminosity Gaming. According to, unfortunately enough, their team yesterday, guys, it will be Hen1, who cannot even play with the team. As of right now, they're playing with their coach Zach because Hen1 forgot to register with the roster for the closed qualifiers. Now, there's certainly 2 sides to this story. I know a few of you guys are going to back up the Brazilians. A few of you guys will back up the other side of things. Leave a comment down below which side you are on. First of all, it's a huge event. These are the closed qualifiers for the minor, potentially getting you to the major, and you were a team who is likely favored to at least make the minor, to place top 6, and you forget to register for your team. Now, there's the other side, right? Everyone knew that he was with the roster. He's been with the roster for quite some time. It's pretty obvious he is playing with his team, but you have to abide by the rules. You cannot force the hand of ESL when there's a certain set rule book. If you break these rules, they have to abide by them. So don't blame the admins. Maybe blame the rule book, but again, there's 2 sides of the story here, guys. 1, a professional player forgot to register with his very own team, and 2, well, we already knew he was on the roster, so it is a bit unfortunate, especially because they're playing with their coach Zach. They've already lost their first matchup, guys, against Furia. They were swept quite handily, 2-0 by Furia, arguably the better South American team, but still, they had a chance to win that with Hen1 in the roster, and now they play against Bravado today for their elimination matchup. So this could end up being the one nail in the coffin, which keeps them from going to the major because one of their players forgot to say, hey, I'm a part of this team. But very unfortunate to see. As always, guys, I'll be back here tomorrow, though, with CSGO news. Thank you all for the amazing week so far. Anyways, hope you guys all enjoy the episode, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye.